Bill Haggerty, Amped Up Sports. It's Wednesday, January 22nd. Time for my Bolts of Lightning column. The four-game segment started with two home victories and then two gut-wrenching road losses. That left Tampa Bay at 2-2 for the week, and that adds up to 4 points. Here's how that transpired. Game 44, Lightning 4, the Ducks 3 in a shootout. Tampa Bay started out this four-game segment with a 4-3 shootout win over Anaheim on Thursday at Amalie Arena. The Bolts improved to 24-16-3, and that adds up to 51 points. The Ducks slipped to 18-21-6 for 42 points. The visitors scored first at 6:03 of the opening period. The Lightning evened the count at 1 apiece at 14-19. With Tampa Bay having the man advantage, forward Anthony Cirelli recorded the equalizer, with forward Brandon Hagel and defenseman Victor Hedman providing the helpers. The Bolts took the lead back at 2:51 of the second period. Another power play marker was registered by forward Jake Gensel, with forward Nikita Kucherov and defenseman Darren Radish being credited with the assists. Anaheim tied the score at 2-2 at 11:26 of the middle period, but the Lightning rebounded to take a 3-2 advantage at 15:26 of the second stanza. Forward Braden Point lit the lamp with Kucherov and defenseman Nick Perbich registering the assists. The Ducks tied the count at 3 each at 9:53 of the final period, and that is how the contest ended in regulation. Both netminders stepped up to post a clean sheet in overtime, sending the tilt to the shootout where Gensel provided the game-deciding goal. Goalie Andrei Vasilevsky turned away 34 of 37 shots to post the victory. Let's go to Game 45. Lightning 5, Red Wings 1. Tampa Bay scored the first 4 goals of the contest and cruised to a 5-1 victory over Detroit Saturday at Amalie Arena. The Bolts advanced to 25-16-3, adding up to 53 points. The Red Wings fell to 22-20-4, and that equates to 48 points. The Bolts opened the scoring with the only goal of the first period coming at 2:02. Point did the honors with defenseman Emil Lillenberg and Perbix garnering the assist. The Lightning exploded for 3 quick second stanza markers. The first was a power play score by Gensel just 16 ticks into the middle period, with Kucherov and Radish providing the helpers. Tampa Bay made it 3-0 at 1:50, with Kucherov putting the biscuit in the basket, with Hedman and Gensel credited with the assists. The Bolts increased their advantage to 4-zip at 3:58, with forward Mitchell Chafee lighting the lamp, with forward Cam Atkinson getting the assist. Detroit cut the lead with a power play at 14:12 to make the count 4-1, but the Lightning answered with a man advantage goal less than a minute later. Radish put the disc between the pipes at 15:06, with Kucherov and Gensel responsible for the setup. Both goalies had clean sheets in the third period, and that made the final count 5-1 in favor of the Bolts. The Big Cat corralled the win, turning away 21 of 22 shots on goal. Game 46, the Maple Leafs 5, the Lightning 3. Tampa Bay lost a heartbreaker to Toronto 5-3 Monday at the Scotiabank Arena. The Maple Leafs moved to 30-16-2 for 62 points. The Bolts dropped to 15-17-3, and that totaled 53 points. The home team recorded the only goal in the first period at 4:06 and stretched the lead to 2-0 at 13:45 of the middle period. The Lightning cut the lead into 2-1 when forward Nick Paul scored, with Radish and Point recording the helpers, but Toronto scored a back-breaking goal with just 23 seconds left, giving the Maple Leafs a 3-1 advantage after 2 periods of play. Tampa Bay got within a goal at 8:07 of the final stanza. Radish did the honors, with Hedman and Kucherov providing the assist. The home team answered with a power play marker at 10:09 to regain a 2-goal lead, but the Lightning were not finished. With the man advantage, Paul lit the lamp at 12:05, with Hagel and Hedman getting credited for the helpers. The Bolts hit a couple of posts before pulling the goalie for the extra attacker and clanked another puck off the pipes before Toronto registered an empty net goal to make the final count 5-3 in favor of the Maple Leafs. goalie Jonas Johansson turned away 23 of 27 shots in a losing effort. And finally, Game 47, the Canadiens 3, the Lightning 2. Tampa Bay let a 2-goal lead evaporate and fell to Montreal 3-2 on Tuesday at the Bell Center. The Canadiens pushed to 24-19-4, and that equates to 52 points. The Bolts slipped to 25-18-3, and that adds up to 53 points. The Lightning recorded the only goal of the opening 20 minutes at 14:20. Kucherov was responsible for the tally, with Cirelli and Lillenberg providing the assist. Tampa Bay made a 2-zip at 2:45 in the middle period. Gensel deposited the puck in the net, with forward Mikey Eyssimont getting the only helper. Montreal would score the next 2 goals, with the first on a power play marker at 5:32 and the second at 7:21 to tie the contest. It would remain 2-2 at the end of 40 minutes of play. The Canadiens got the game winner at 17:45 of the third period and survived a late offensive barrage by the Bolts, who outshot the Habs 35-22 to secure the win. Number 86 took the hard luck loss, turning away 19 of 22 shots on goal. Here's my analysis. The shootout win over the Anaheim Ducks was the Bolts' first shootout win of the campaign. Number 2, Vasilevsky notched his 20th win for the 9th consecutive season, becoming the 9th netminder since 1980-81 to accomplish that feat. And finally, Kucherov extended his consecutive point streak to 10 games, marking the 11th time of his career, trailing Connor McDavid, who has 16, and tying Sidney Crosby with 11 among active NHL players. Leo Haggerty, Amped Up Sports. That's all I got for you. Check out the Lightning. They got 2 more games on the road, then they're back to Amalie Arena for the next segment. Book it, Dano.